There is no press freedom in Iran. A recent example where we wanted to provide some journalistic training for our people from Iran. They couldn't travel from Iran to certain countries to participate in our trainings. 13 of them were arrested and 3 were in jail for 36 hours.
For RNTC, it is very important to support initiatives such as Sharjah News, because we feel that media should not just represent the views of a dominant group in society, but of all groups in society, and that they should offer a platform for dialogue, for expression of views, opinions and wishes of all groups in society, including women.
The press now is very much concerned about the press freedom in Iran. The media in Iran are almost completely controlled by the state, and Persian media that are operating from outside the country are also to a large extent controlled by other interests, by political groups, by foreign states. We want to promote independent journalism.
The level of press freedom in Iran is where the level of access is. The more access you have, the more freedom you have. This level is not zero in Iran.
The very basic thing that a journalist learns is to ask why, when, how. And I think when you have a situation where you are limited to either be prevented from asking one of those questions, there is the place when the limitation of freedom of press begins. And the more limitation that you get, the worse the dictatorship and censor gets.
Free press is free from fear, free from orders from governments, free from political fear. They are open to people, open to the participation. They are progressive, convincing, informative. They are regarded free by people and audience.
When you're trying to find and discover reliable information and knowledge and to share it with people, there is no limitation to that.
The limit of free press is the limit that audience put for you, the people, not politicians. But they impose their limitations on you as well. Radio Zaman is unique because we are not following the old-fashioned type of radio. We don't regard our listeners and our audience as passive listeners. We want them to be active. We want them to produce for Radio Zaman.
We are unique because we are working with a group of Iranian female journalists in different countries. We also are unique because we discover the invisible subjects and make them visible. Those are issues that they have been neglected so far. I don't think that the project could cause a certain change in Iran, but that's a platform. This project is a platform to connect people from different parts of the world.
We don't have political ambitions as such, because we think if anything should be changed in Iran, it should be done by people inside the country, not by propaganda, but by free thinking. This is what we are after.
We have noticed that Radio Zamaneh has had an impact already in broadcasts of other international broadcasters who operate from outside the country in Farsi, and we also hope that the same will happen with the media in the country itself.
Changes in a society should always come from within. They never can be brought about from the outside. But if we, as RNTC, can support a change process which has been initiated from within Iranian society, we will be more than happy to do so.